This is not Lego. It might be better. Or at least in some very specific ways. Yes, it actually is better. And today I'm going to prove it to you piece by piece with 2,441 reasons. This is Pantasy's Prague Astronomical Clock, set number 85045. It has a motor, LEDs, incredible printed pieces, and it has arrived here for a full in-depth review. I'll show you the exterior, the interior, the lights in the dark, the minifigures, and at the end I'll give you my honest opinion, including what annoyed me. Stay until the end, because the lights off section, you won't regret it. At first glance, it looks like an expensive toy. At second glance, you realize it isn't. Down here at the base, we have a beautiful geometric pavement design. The space is small for minifigures to stand at the front, which is a small negative. And the street lamps, they don't actually light up, but once you turn the internal lights on, it looks like the light is coming from them. Simple trick, but it works really well. This is the Zodiac dial. It rotates. The pieces are printed, not stickers, and there are even more printed parts on the back. Pantasy is investing heavily in printed elements, and it shows. And then we arrive here. The astronomical dial. Just look at it. The centerpiece moves with the motor, golden doves all around, sculptures that almost look like minifigures, blue and gold from top to bottom. Authentic, detailed, beautiful. The roof is green, intentionally so, just like the real clock in Prague, with Gothic spires that give it that medieval feel. On the sides, we have windows with golden accents, letting you peek inside. And up here, a printed dome, transparent, with lights inside. We'll get there soon. Now for what nobody sees, the interior. And this is where Pantasy scored points I wasn't expecting. Ground floor, a complete research area, desk, chair, bookshelf full of books, printed map, magnifying glass. There's a light right above it. The floor is fully tiled with a decorative pattern. And then, this right here, a golden celestial globe. Intricate, beautiful to build. Middle floor. This is where the motor and power module live, complete with a physical button. This is where all the technical magic happens. There's a lot of technic engineering working behind the scenes. And the top floor, the observatory. Staircase with railings, rotating constellation platforms. And this golden telescope, which is one of my favorite details in the entire set. A small ladder leads up to the constellations. There's so much to explore in here. But I still haven't shown you one of the best part of this set. Hold that thought. The roof comes off in one piece, and when you turn it upside down, this chandelier, golden parts everywhere, and this printed transparent blue dome, once illuminated, feels like having a miniature planetarium at home. All the cables converge here into a connector box. That's the one thing that bothers me a little. There are visible wires at the back. Not terrible, but Pantasy could have handled this better. Now, quick look at the minifigures. Now we have two minifigures. The professor. Serious expression, glasses, brown vest. The student. Printed skirt, large eyes, detailed hair. Both include extra pieces for sitting the poses and back printing. For the size of this set, two figures feels just right. Charming, thematic, and they fit perfectly into the story of the space you've built. Okay, let's turn off the lights. The astronomical dial glowing from within, the dome shining, the chandelier, the windows, every floor with its own light. There are no lights at the back, which means the entire experience was designed for front viewing, exactly as it should be. This is the moment you realize 2,441 pieces isn't a number. It's an argument. Pantasy has now released 3 illuminated modulars in a row. This is the only one with USB-C instead of batteries, and I really hope this becomes their standard moving forward. It's more convenient, more sustainable, and honestly elevates the whole product. Placed next to the brand's other modulars, it looks fantastic. The side pins let everything connect together, and the final result feels like a miniature illuminated street. So, is it worth it? Yes, with asterisks. The asterisks are these. The cables could be hidden better. You can't switch on just the lights without the motor starting as well. The ground floor doesn't open, and the power cable comes down from the first floor instead of the ground floor. And to finish, the back is too simple compared to the dinosaur museum. These are real frustrations, but small ones. What outweighs them? The printed pieces are on another level. The motor is reasonably quiet, the lights are spectacular, the interior is surprisingly rich, and the building experience was genuinely challenging and satisfying. So, after spending all this time with it, who is this set really for? This isn't a set for a child. This is a set for an adult who wants to spend a weekend building something they'll proudly display with the lights on, in the dark, while their family refuses to believe it didn't come from an expensive boutique. So, to sum it all up and put a score on it, 8.9 out of 10. Recommended. And that brings us to the end. If you want to see more reviews like this, of sets that aren't Lego but absolutely deserve attention, make sure to subscribe. Leave a like if you found this helpful. And tell me in the comments, would you buy this set? Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. See you in the next one, and happy building.